everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to do a video about life insurance companies, or have a broad look on the life insurance industry to see what's going on. And the reason why I wanted to tackle this topic is because a couple years ago there was this rumor floating around from companies, life insurance companies in Canada and North America, that they were not gonna pay out insurance claims if you take the cure, this experimental cure from Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, booster and the like, because it is an experimental vaccine, and that if you do take it, if you do take it, it's considered like you're committed suicide because you willingly took an experimental cocktail, and that is kind of at your own risk. Now, I've never really had a chance to research or deep dive it, but I've seen that information floating around from a couple different people. So why I want to revisit this topic right now is because if you go on Facebook, there are different Facebook groups right now of people talking about the adverse reaction that they had, either they or loved ones, friends, family, that have been negatively affected by that cure, quote unquote. And so I kind of want to know, is those life insurance companies all gonna, I don't know, lack of a better word, cough up the cash, because if more and more people, they're in the business of making money, so you know, the more people that's unwell and passed away is going to negatively affect their industry, I would assume. Now, we all know in some form that those companies are not exactly on the up and up, because they are really, you know, taking advantage of people, because you pay the policy for life, even if that policy reached the limit, but you're still paying it on. So what happened to that excess of the money? I mean, there's so many questions. But anywho, let's look and see around what's going to happen to those, to that industry, to the life insurance companies of the world. Let's see what the cards wants to say about that, because I think this is going to affect a lot of people, either right now or in the future. So let's see what the card. Oh, and for those interested, I'm using today the Brits Third Eye Tarot card. Again, it's a pretty good card. Say about the life insurance industry. Trying to do a very good shuffle. So, Eight of Wands, Three of Swords. The situation, the past, Two of Swords in the past, present, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups, and for as potential outcome or future, and Nine of Cups, and Eight of Cups. So this is so interesting. The first card is the Eight of Wands. So things are moving pretty quickly right now. So yes, they are honoring their policies. They're honoring their end of the bargain, because now the Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups is having your dreams come true, which is, you know, everything is progressing smoothly. Everything is moving along. So the process of life insurance company honoring their commitments is pretty cool. The process is flowing well, and that everybody's claim is being honored, which is a beautiful thing. This is the Nine of Cups. Why Nine of Cups is wishful thinking, or having your heart's desire, or a dream being fulfilled. So that's a very good indicator. And now the situation is Three of Swords. Situation as it is right now. Three of Swords is, as you can see, three swords piercing this heart. It's usually a card that depicts either blockage or loss of sword, or there's something that's really bothering you, like maybe a bad gut feeling or something. So right now, as it is, so even though they are carrying on their mission, their policies and everything, they are having some kind of a blockage as it is. It looks like right now, I think they're starting to realize that they're not, maybe because of the amount of people being negatively affected, that there's a potential of a problem, or there may be a problem. So this is something of a setback of sort, coming to the realization, because all swords is thoughts, information, spiritual realization, or just realization period, that they're probably starting to come to the understanding, oh, maybe this is bigger than they thought. And they may, with the Eight of Cups, may change their policy, or they may try to move away from that, from honoring those policies, because they're starting to realize, okay, maybe this is too much that we can handle, or maybe they don't want to pay, or they don't want to the magnitude. They probably won't want to find ways to weasel their way out of it. Interesting. In the past, with the Two of Swords is two swords crossing each other. It's as if all twos are duality. So when you see a Two of Swords, or any twos, is either choices. But for the particular sword, Two of Swords, is thoughts, information. There's two paths, or two ideas. Both are competing with each other, and you are at a crossroad a bit, where a decision will have to be made. So I guess they've been thinking about this in the past, or recently they've been thinking about it, that okay, they're gonna, or they started to realize, that maybe at one point they're gonna have to make a choice about whether to continue their policy, paying out those policies or not. I think they have been mulling it over. and they realize that a choice would have to be made eventually. So this is in the past. And now in the present, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. So anything Pentacles have to do with something physical, something manifested, or something real. So in this space, it would be money. So the 10, everything that deals with 10 is the ending of sort. So 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful card. Usually it represents community, it represents a particular group of people, it can be represent a nation, but in this particular sense, it's like, yes, they are going to still honor their policy. However, it doesn't seem like it's going to be for too long. It's like right now they can, but the 10 tells me that there might be a pause in the future on that matter. So, wow. Okay, that's interesting. So yes, right now they are paying. They are doing everything that they should. So now in the King of Cups future, so the King of Cups, a realization is going to come about. King of Cups. Cups is emotion. Cups is spiritual maturity, psychic ability, empathy, sensitivity, and everything. Now, the fact that I'm seeing the King of Cups underneath the 10 of Pentacle is telling me that it's more of an emotional realization. Emotional realization that because you see the justice on the on the sword, well, the justice device in his hand, and then the cup in behind. It's telling me that I think people are gonna start realizing that maybe those companies are not on the up and up, and that they take advantage of people. And I think a lot of people are gonna come to a emotional realization about who they are, and I think a lot of people are gonna be disappointed. So this is one of the clarification about, you know, their way of dealing business, their way of doing business, and because of that, they're gonna be wishing things to be done a different way. That's interesting. They're gonna be wanting. Let me put 2 more cards with the Hierophant. So Hierophant is a interesting card. Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. The Hierophant is a beautiful card. In one sense, it's a person's philosophy. It's a person's how, once you know who you are and once you know you as a person on the inside, you're going to want to express that in a particular way to the world. So if you believe a certain things a certain way, you're going to want to express your belief, your ethics, your religion, your philosophy in a particular way. So it is, you live a particular way, like Catholics or Christians express themselves in a particular way. So that's what the Hierophant is, how you express yourself based on your belief. So your belief is yours. People don't see it until you express yourself in a particular way, and then that's how people know who you are. That's why you know who you are, by how you express yourself in the world. So this is what the Hierophant is. And sometimes you have to learn. You have to get to that path of picking up a belief. Some people, they might switch religion, they might switch beliefs, they might switch but also at the same time, this could be a very terrible card. It could represent, you know, the bad guys, the popes, the Vatican, the Pope and the Vatican in itself. They were an organized religion that used religion as a weapon to keep the people in a particular way of thinking, very low vibes, very, you know, nasty and stuff like that. I'm saying this from a recovering Catholic talking right now, so I know the brainwashing methods. And Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups is a woman who is very in tune emotionally, who's not only within herself, but she's so in tune in a way that she can help not only be in tune with herself, but she's in tune with others as well. Empath, a psychic. She's one of those. So as if the card is trying to say that, you know, a big light, a big awareness is gonna shed on how these people have used the system to benefit themselves, those companies. And at the same time, there's two ways you can look at this card. It's incredible. So the bad guys been using it as a way to to manipulate, because you can see this as a manipulation. So the bad guys been using it as a way to manipulate and use people's fears to take advantage of people. But at the same time, it's like people is coming to an awareness of who they are, what those companies are about, and what they do. And yes, those companies are gonna be honoring their commitment. They're gonna help people, and but however, it looks like it's gonna be short-lived, because this is an ending of sort, and then short after, they may wanna. It looks like they may wanna find a way to either change your policy or switch things around like a little bit, so they don't honor their commitment. But people's gonna start realizing that a lot of those industries, especially the life insurance industry, that people might come to realize that they are, I'm not saying a scam, but they do take advantage. They use people's fear. So there's gonna be a lot of disinformation going about. There's gonna be a lot of um, um, confusion about those companies, and then it looks like those life insurance companies are gonna fall eventually. It looks like they're not gonna be able to be sustainable. So that's interesting. Um, it's as if the more you read into those cards, the spread about different topics, it's as if the common theme is that the system is different sector of that keeps the system, the matrix, quote unquote, is collapsing. It's like one by one, uh, they're holding on to a thread, or as long as they can, until eventually they're not. So, wow. So I hope this information is useful to you and your family in these trying times. And, you know, as just much love and blessings to everybody. That's all I can say. And do feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I'm desperate for the attention. Any help would do. If you could share it, if you could like it, if you can comment, that would be awesome. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye. Thanks.